Welcome back to the channel. My name Route 1 FM. Now please, this is my first video of the season where we review the weekend's games. And what a weekend it's been. It's fantastic to see families, men, women, children of all ages all come together to support their team. It's finally fans are allowed back in the stadium. And just seeing some of the pictures from Jamie Carragher and all that, getting involved with the fans, it's been sorely missed. It's fantastic. So if you went to a game this weekend, congratulations on being back in the stadium and supporting your club. No matter what result you come to, you got to remember, again, it's for the love of the game. Can I get you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, tell me what you think of this weekend and what you got in future plans for the club. Right, we're going to kick it off with the Friday night game. We're going with Brentford versus Arsenal. Now, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm going to be here saying, let's give them time. Let's give them up to January. But I don't think the board will want that. Brentford, on the other hand, fantastic. Their stadium looked brilliant and all that. Now to see, all right, we saw it last season, but had no fans in it. But seeing it with fans in it, the whole look of it, the feel of it, the design of it is brilliant. It is so good, and that you could see what they were doing. You see with the new law which come in with goalkeepers at goal kicks that are allowed to have defenders in the box, and you could see the high press Brentford were doing, and it just worked. It made Arsenal make mistakes from going long, and yeah, they played a lot better football, and I will say it was entertaining. And all right, I know I tipped them for going down because I didn't think they had enough quality there, but Franks has done a brilliant job and got his first scout. So 2-0 on the Friday night. So hats off to them. Obviously Saturday, we all know the results. The early game, Man United versus Leeds. Wow, what a game that was. You get the unveiling of Varane at the start, so wearing the number 19 shirt. You know you got Sancho on the bench. You got Greenwood up there, and of course Pogba. Pogba is continuing his passing from the Euros. He was superb in Euros with passing abilities. He's now continuing it in the league and all that. And some of the balls he was just setting up for Fernandes. Fernandes, a guy who didn't score in the Euros, I believe, but then scored a hat-trick. It was fantastic. So Man United looking like a dominant force. Obviously Lindelof played a ball, but you're going to have Maguire in there, and of course Varane's going to partner Maguire. So what's that mean by Lindelof? He's going to be playing third fiddle, but then Bailly's there as well. Solskjaer's got problems looking at the defence to see who he's going to have. Leeds, on the other hand, Ayling scores a great goal, but it needed Bamford on form. Something with me with Leeds is they're great football. I like Bielsa ball and all that, but I don't think their goalkeeper's strong enough. So hopefully we'll watch that space. Next up, Burnley versus Brighton. The battle with the bees in a way, not so much with animals. But Tarkowski taking the early lead after 2 minutes to get the fastest goal of the day. So that was brilliant. And then Brighton, Gary Potter, he's doing it again. He's getting grinding results out. I will say that. They didn't seem to strengthen this transfer window, so it's got to be looked into to find out why. But Malpai and McAllister, hopefully they can become good this season and do it a lot better. So both teams I still think are going to be in trouble come the end of it. But Burnley are resilient. They can get out of this. So hats off to them. But yeah, that was a great, again, it's going to be a relegation battle. It's going to be, I'm going to take points off you or not. So I do hope Burnley does turn it around. I still think Brighton are going to be struggling because I don't think they've got enough strength and depth. Now they've got Ben White out the system. They've got money there. They've got to use it wisely before the transfer window. After that, we're going to talk about everyone's favourites now. Chelsea. Chelsea versus Palace. Right, let's get the Palace bit out of the way. Vieira's first Premiership game. It's a learning curve. He's got to bring in the players that he wants. He's got to then blend them. He wants to play the ball on the deck, which is okay in some games, but you've got to go long permanently in the others. So he's going to find it hard. He's looking towards the bottom end of the table. Hopefully 17th, I think, because I do like Vieira as a manager. We'll go there. But again, Chelsea, not a good game to go in your first game of the season, and you've just had Romelu Lukaku sign. So what do you do? And they've gone back to the old guard in a way. Marcos Alonso scoring a cracking free kick, so he's done well there. Then you get Christian Pulisic, the American. He's had a fine end to the season. He's now carrying it on, so he's now finding his feet. And then their youngster Chalobah scoring a cracking goal. That was a good shot, and he watched the interview afterwards with him when he talks about his celebration. It meant so much to him. You make his debut in the Super Cup. You now score your first goal in your Premier League debut. The kid looks tall. He looks like an absolute giant as well. So hopefully we'll see him more this season, and Tuchel's just got to keep him there. But now with Lukaku coming in, I'm seriously changing my position. I said that Man United would finish second. I still think City are going to win it. I think Chelsea's going to be now even higher up there, so pushing them. Depends if United want to get Haaland before the time runs out. Right, after that one, we go across the Merseyside, Everton and Southampton. Now, I saw this and I thought, hello, Southampton can cause an upset here. Alan Armstrong scored on his debut again. But I don't know if it's me, but you see a lot of the England team who have come back from holidays. They've not had that much time and they're not starting games. Now, Arsenal played Martinelli on Friday night. Everton played Richarlison. They both played for Brazil a week ago in the Olympics, winning it, and they both start in this. And of course, Richarlison had to score. He got himself on the score sheet. Doucouré, again, he is a Watford legend in a way, so that's how I remember him. Doucouré was Watford. Now, obviously, at Everton, Benitez is now, he's got a lot of players, there who have come in. The likes of Gray, Townsend, just those two, as well as like Begovic and all that. He's brought them in because they are seasoned pros, and I think if he had the chance to do that for Newcastle, I think Newcastle will be a different kettle of fish. I think he'll still be there. Southampton, they'll come good. They will. Again, they take an early lead. They've just got to hold the lead. They've just lost probably their best defender to Leicester. So hopefully they can get the money reinvested and pick up a defender. Obviously, speaking about Leicester, Jamie Vardy's having a party. He's already on the score sheet this season. The guy is a legend at the King Power, and he's carrying it on. So Leicester versus Wolves, only finished 1-0. Wolves show some glimmer, but again, a new manager in at the helm. They've just got to get to find his style, basically. Leicester, Brendan Rodgers is, I still tip him for the top four. So they can go from there. Vardy is, of course, going to be their main man. Kasper Schmeichel between the net. Tielemans in the centre of midfield. You can't argue that it's a good football team. I can see them getting Champions League football again, so they've just got to keep their heads. But Wolves, they will come good. It's shocking results because you got this one, Watford against Villa. Now everyone's tipping Villa for doing well with the amount of players that they've got. They brought in loads of players, and of course Danny Ings being their main man. But Watford, I said that likes of Troy Deeney and Ben Foster will rally the troops. Okay, Ben didn't play, but he certainly helped the team. And they only go and bloody win 3-2. Obviously, I've got to admit, as a neutral, I would have loved to be at this game. End-to-end action. Dennis scoring after 10 minutes. Then Sarr after 42, with Hernandez in the second half completing the Watford scoring. And then you've got John McGinn, and obviously I know 90 plus 7 minutes, Danny Ings getting on the score sheet. That must have been, if you were at that game, I would love to know how you reacted to it as a football fan in general. Don't look at it as you're supporting of it. Look at it as, if you were just a neutral fan, how did you find that game? Because that must have been brilliant. So I'd like to know your views on that. But again, both teams are going to be all right this season. And then the evening kickoff, Norwich versus Liverpool. Now, this fixture was a couple of seasons ago, but the other way around at Anfield, and Liverpool trounced, obviously, Norwich, and they've done it again. Liverpool, I didn't see many. They haven't been active in the transfer market. I get that. And Klopp likes his team. He keeps a good settled team, and he's done it at so many years with Dortmund. Now he's doing it with Liverpool. But it just Liverpool seem to get the results every time. Salah, Firmino, and Jota. Jota is obviously their last big signing coming last season from Wolves. But yeah, they look good. Are they going to be? They're going to be a strong force. They're going to be up there, but I can't see them win the league. See them scraping into fourth probably. So you take that. They're going to be fighting for fourth with Leicester. Just be honest, because I still think it's going to be Man United, Chelsea, Man City up at the top because of the players they've brought in, players who are on form. I don't think. You think you got midfield, which you're starting without Henderson. You had Milner, Kyoto, and I can't think who else in there. Let's just look. An Ox. So it's alright. Firmino will come on in the second half and all that. Fabio as well. I don't know. I don't know if there's enough depth in there for it. But they'll give Leicester a good run for fourth in a way. So that keep an eye on that title race. That'll be the key. And then of course we come to the last two of the weekend, the Sunday games. So, and they head off to the northeast to Newcastle and West Ham. And again, if you were at this game, let me know. Tell me what you think of this. This must have been absolutely cracking. Callum Wilson getting the number 9 shirt as well, made famous by Alan Shearer, Les Ferdinand. So some good goal scorers. You got the likes of St. Maximin. You got Joe Willock being paraded as well. But after 5 minutes, Callum Wilson gets on that head, gets in the header, gets in the box and scores. What a game that was. Cresswell's goal. It was very, very tight, but the right decision was made, I think. I think VAR got that one right. And then obviously, what we got? Newcastle went 2-1 up with Jacob Murphy. His header, if you just looked at it, he just stood there. He didn't leap or anything. So someone jumped in front of him. They've missed it. And he's just nodded it in a standing position. It took me by surprise because I didn't actually see, watching it in real time, I didn't actually see who got the header until the replay. So it was very, very quick. So given that was really good. So to do that, and instinct as well. But then the second half, David Moyes has got something going with West Ham. Benrahma finally getting on the score sheet in the Premiership. Thomas Suchak is well scoring again. He's fantastic. Obviously, Antonio's missed a penalty, but again, Antonio wanted the number 9 shots, now got it, he's now made the mark. What a powerful finish for him. That was absolutely cracking. So I will say that. So actually, to be honest, it's been a great weekend. Hats off to everyone who won. Commiserations to teams who lost. There's not been a draw as well on the opening day. Just having a look. Yeah, no draw. So it's only been win and losses. So, but we carry on. I've got what we got. Probably next week's episode, I'm going to try and get a guest on. So ready for the end of the summer transfer window, basically. Try and get the thoughts there. If you like the video, please like the video.